Yo, B, they ready.
Hi guys, welcome back. I know I look a complete hot mess, but today I'm going to be doing a spring makeup tutorial. I'm going to do some pinks and some greens, incorporate that. And I'm also going to try some new products out for you guys. So the new products that I'm going to try for you guys that I have not tried, I bought some NYX products, and this is the NYX full coverage concealer. It's like the little concealer jar. And this is in the shade Sand Beige. And I'm also going to be trying the same exact one, but this is in a different shade, and it's in the shade medium. So this one is a little bit darker. I'm also going to be trying the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade After Hours. And this is such a pretty, like, brownish kind of color. This is really cute. And then I also bought the Simply 3-piece assemble set, and it comes with a nude, it comes with a red, and it comes with the purple, which is really pretty. I also bought the Total Control foundation, which is the one, I bought the same shade by mistake. I meant to buy the one that was a little bit darker because this one is a little bit light and I kind of have to mix it together. But I've used this and this is really good. I really like this one, but it's just a little bit too light, so I have to mix a foundation with this so that way it just makes, it blends in with my skin tone. But other than that, I'm going to be doing that for you guys today, and I'm going to kind of do like a little chit chat talk or whatever. So yeah, if you guys are interested, keep watching and stay tuned because my makeup look is going to look nice. So stay tuned and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. Alright guys, so now I'm going to try out the two concealers that I was telling you guys about. So I'm going to use Sand Beige first. This looks so light, but I can tell already from the consistency when I'm dipping my brush inside of it that it's really thick, so I'm going to have to really put a lot of pressure onto it. Yeah, this is light, but we're gonna work with it. And I could already tell from like when I'm rubbing it on my wrist, like it's a really thick consistency, which means that it should be full coverage. And then I'm going to use this one. This was in the shade medium, and I'm going to put that on my wrist as well and see how that works. So I'm just mixing the two together to kind of get the right. See, these are really thick. Just do my lower part of my eyebrow with it, and then the top I'll just do it with a different color because it glides on the skin really nicely. It's very thick, like I said before, it's a very thick consistency. So I like that. Yeah, this is a very thick concealer. Very, very thick. So I'm just going to take my hand and do the rest of the blending. I think I'm gonna have to mix another concealer with this because this is very light. And I'm not used to my concealer being so light, but overall I really like this concealer. It is a thick consistency, it blends really, really nicely, and I can honestly say that it is full coverage because it covered up my entire eyelid. Like, you see that? Like, it covered up the entire thing. So this is definitely a full coverage concealer. But I think I will need a shade that's probably a little bit darker for like under my eyes. I will try it today though, but I'm not going to use as much because I just put this much on my wrist just to do underneath my eyes. So I'm going to do the next eye. Overall, this concealer is really good. It is full coverage. It is very thick in consistency. It blends really, really nicely, which I really like. It does kind of feel a little bit drying, which could be something that people with dry skin like myself should kind of be aware of. It is a bit drying, so it does dry down really, really nicely because it hasn't really creased that bad. Usually when I use concealer, like, it creases on my eyes because I do have hooded eyes. So what I will do now, I'll just add just a tiny bit more, and then I'll set it with my powder, creasing slightly. So overall for the lids, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look as light anymore because I did add a powder to it. But overall, I do like the concealer. It is thick. The only concern that I think I might have with it is the drying part, because it dries up and it does kind of crease. But we'll see. But overall, I like the concealer. So I'm going to be using some new brushes also that I also received. I'm just going to buy some brushes from Amazon, and this will be as small brushes, and it looks like this. And I paid $7.99 for these brushes. So we're going to see how they work. Oh, from the way that I'm like feeling and touching on the brush seems, it feels extremely soft. Like it feels really, really, really soft. It's really nice. So I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna start off with a transition shade, and I'm gonna take this fluffy brush that I got from them, from the BS Mall collection. I'll use my mirror. So I'm going to be using the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here. It's like the brownie shade, and I'm just going to place that onto my cream. So far this brush is blending like a dream. It's nice and soft too, and it's picking up the product really nicely, so I like that. Pinks. So now I'm going to go into my oldie palette. This is the BH Cosmetics second edition 120 color eyeshadow palette, and I got this palette 4 years ago, and it's still with me today because it's the only color eyeshadow palette that I do have. I don't really use it as much because I'm not really like into the colors and stuff like that, but when I have to use it, I will. I think I'm gonna use this shade right here, and I'm going to mix it with that brown so it won't be too harsh, and I'm gonna start building that into my crease. It is still very pigmented, and it's really, really, really nice. That picked up beautifully, and I just tapped it like twice and it picked up beautifully. This one, I'm gonna go in a little bit deeper, and I'm gonna kind of mix the brown in it so it won't be too intense. It's making it darker, and it's really pretty. Now I'm just gonna use the pink and just intensify it even more. Kind of blend everything out nice together. And it is blending really, really nicely. Hey. So the crease doesn't look that intense, but I'll just leave it like that for right now, and then I'll intensify it a little bit later. I'm going to go into my Carli Bybel palette, and I'm going to use, I'm looking at these pinks corner, these two pinky shades, because they're really pretty, and I'm going to use that. But first I'm going to try to carve out my crease. B. Ooh, that is so pretty. It's very soft. It's like a rose gold. That's kind of what I was kind of going for too. A nice rose gold kind of feel. This is so pretty. So now I'm just gonna do the other side the same exact way. And I'm not swiping it on, I'm tapping it on it. I'm tapping the eyeshadow onto the concealer. Now I'm gonna intensify the eyes just a little bit, just so I can bring it all together. So I'm gonna go back into my BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm just going to deepen up the crease just a little bit with that brown and that pink. That looks really good. So now I'm going to prime my face because I'm not going to use eyeshadow and I'm not going to use lashes. So for primer today, I'm going to be using my Black Radiance True Complexion HD primer. I really like this primer. I was real skeptical about it at first because it does have a tinted color, as you're going to see right now. But it smells good and it works good. And it keeps my makeup on all day. Like, I don't have no problems with this primer, and I think it cost me about $7 or $8 in the store in CVS, so it's really good. I have to touch up on it though. I didn't do that, but it still looks nice. Like on camera it looks nice, and in person it actually looks pretty good too. So before I put on my foundation, now the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the NYX Total Control Foundation in the shade Caramel, and I'm going to also be mixing 355, the Maybelline Fit Me Color Dewy and Smooth. This is one of my absolute favorite combinations because this dries kind of matte, and I'm a dry skin girl, so but the reason why I love this foundation so much is because it gives your skin such a natural, beautiful, skin-like look without being overdone, which I really love about this foundation. And then this foundation is very dewy, so both of them mixed together would be a good combination because I've done it before. So I use this on the inner parts of my face, and then I mix a little bit of this on the outer parts of my face, and it comes out flawless. So I'm gonna take my blender, beauty blender, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just gonna start working this into my face. I'm going to use these two combined. Yeah, this is a very thick concealer. Very, very thick, as I said before. I know I keep repeating myself, but to actually apply it onto my face to see what it feels like, it's very thick. And a little bit goes a very long way. So this concealer blends really nicely. It really does. It blends nice. I just like to extra blend. But it blends nicely, like as you can see, like it blended really nicely. I'm gonna add some more to my nose. Yeah, this blended really nicely. So far, you can see this blend really nicely with the foundation. It looks really nice together. And it definitely is full coverage because as you can see, like you don't see, I don't have any dark circles underneath my eyes, but any spots or anything, you can't see it. And it covered my little beauty mark pretty darn good. The eyes, so you probably have to set really fast with it. So I'm just going to use my concoction, my Sacha ButterCup powder, and my black Opal powder and set it as soon as possible because it does kind of crease. Morphe 9BZ palette, if I can find it in this. And I'm gonna chisel up my face. So, since that was an epic fail, I'm gonna use this setting spray. This is my Milani Make It Last setting spray. This stuff is really good too. And it looks like this. And I'm gonna this one instead, because the pencil one is going to look, it's not gonna come out correct. Alright guys, so unfortunately a lot of the footage had to be cut out in this video and it was a lot of difficulties recording towards the end, but I will list all the rest of the products that I did use in the description box so you guys can check them out. But again, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, love you, bye.